should eat fish. Mark Twain returned the manuscript to a young author with the following comment. Dear friends, well-known physicians advise those who work with the mind to eat fish. For this food nourishes the brain marrow with protein. I'm not very well versed in this area, so I don't know how much fish you should eat. But from the manuscript you sent me, I think for you 2 medium-sized whales is not an excessive amount. Nationality. Albert Einstein once told journalists, "Don't question my nationality. For the rest of my life I was, on paper, an American. But, after my death, if my theories are correct, the Germans will say that I am of German origin. The French will say I am an international citizen. If there are later proofs that my theory is flawed, the French will say I was once German and the Germans will say I am a Jew." Balzac and the Thief. One night Balzac forgot to close the door. He went to bed but did not sleep. A thief came in without seeing anyone, so he went to the cupboard, opened it slightly, and rummaged through the money. Suddenly the thief heard the writer laugh and say, "Dude, you've made a big mistake. He came in the dark to find money in my own place. In the bright daylight I could never find it." Victims. There was a traffic accident on the street. Curious people jostled the inner circle to see. A guy who came late couldn't get in. Enraged, he shouted, "I am the father of the victim." Everyone turned to look at him in astonishment and hurried to let him in. The victim is a dog that has just been run over and killed by a car. The fourth person. A group of students traveling together on a motorbike was driving on the road when the police blew it. The group stopped. The policeman asked, "Why do you guys dare to kick me without wearing helmets? Do you know that is a traffic violation or not?" The group panicked and turned to look behind and shouted, "Damn it, the fourth guy is gone. Police. Turn upside down." Drive carefully. A policeman stopped the car because it was going too fast. Sitting behind the wheel is a girl. "Why are you driving at such a dizzying speed?" Policeman, "I was a bad driver, so I rushed back home because I was afraid of hitting someone on the road." Effects of cars. Meeting on the sidelines of a conference on traffic safety, the train told the car, "My family's family is strong, big, long. Every time I go, I look very brave, definitely more than breaking the line of your car. Yes, but there are points you can't do like us." "Tell me?" "You guys can only stab stupid idiots on the tracks. We can kill them anywhere we want." Bicycles want to overtake cars. The cyclist was cycling on the highway when he was too tired to walk, so he stopped to catch a ride home. At that moment, a sports car passed by and told him to pull the car in. If he saw it going too fast, ring the bell. After going for a while, another sports car passed. This guy got angry and pressed the accelerator. So the two racers forgot about the poor athlete. When passing the traffic police station, the horn was blown but the two guys did not stop. The policeman called the following station. "There are two sports cars speeding towards my station at a speed of 250 kilometers per hour and I can't believe that there is a bicycle behind those two cars, ringing bells, begging to pass." The story of the yellow light. I was selling lottery tickets at the intersection. Under the mother-of-pearl tree, near the red light pole. When a car stopped, then the driver opened the window, poked his neck and asked me if the light was green. "How long ago?" I laughed when he asked, but still answered kindly. "How long does not matter. As long as the light is green, just go." "Impossible. On the way, what if it turns yellow?" "Then brake. Brake the car behind and crash it right away. Then run over again. Run past the police and punish her to death. In short, can you tell me how long it takes for the green light to change to yellow?" The driver didn't finish his sentence when from behind I saw a few more cars, 4 or 5 more motorbikes lined up, and then asked, "How long has the light been green? Is the light going to be yellow, brother?" When I see that, I have to stand up to stabilize the order of the crowd. Asked to queue in turn, I will answer each person. Of course, I don't answer for free, I have to collect a fee. About 10 seconds left until the yellow light. Hurry up. Yours is 100, next guy, only 8 seconds left, hurry up. You're 50. Hey. Why am I 100 and he's only 50? It's motorbike. You car. Do you understand, stupid? I collect according to the prescribed rate, don't collect anything. That guy's bicycle, give me 30. 6 seconds left. The guy walks, give me 10,000. 3 seconds left. Like that, just like that, I collected good money. In the following days, I left her mother's desk selling lottery tickets. For the sake of the country and the family at home. Then people who did not leisurely went to the intersection to watch the yellow light to collect money. I also don't understand why drivers, people in traffic complain about this yellow light problem. But myself, I really like it. I hope this law will be applied for a long time. So that I don't have to return to the table selling lottery tickets for the benefit of the country. Starving to death. Clear evidence. At the trial took place a trial of a traffic violation because of drunkenness. The defense attorney argued. I agreed that my client knelt on the highway, but is that not proof that he was drunk? The judge replied. That's right, that's not evidence, but the defendant is going to roll up the divider. What does the lawyer count? Women are very distracting. 2 traffic inspectors chat. Women driving are very distracting. Have to say. Yesterday, I passed a girl running over 80 kilometers per hour, and saw her wearing lipstick through the rearview mirror. That scene startled me so much I almost dropped the shaver in my coffee. Color blind. Father and son were parked at a red light, when suddenly 2 young men ran past. The boy asked, "Why are the 2 men running at a red light, Dad?" "They must be color blind." Too polite. A woman got on the bus with a tired look. At that moment, the elderly man sitting in a nearby chair stood up. She pressed his shoulder down and said, "You can sit down, I can stand." At the next stop, the man was pressed down on his shoulder again with the same sentence. On the 3rd stop, everything repeats itself. At this point, the man could not stand it and begged, "Please let me down. You've got me too hooked." The reason for speeding when meeting the police. A man came home late after a working day, so he drove over the speed limit. In the rearview mirror, he saw a police car chasing him. Thinking he would escape, he sped up. After a while, seeing that he could not escape, he had to stop. The policeman greeted him and said, "If you are apologetic and explain why you are speeding reasonably, I will let you go." Driver. Last week, on this same street, my wife was stopped by the police and then my wife went with the policeman. So when I saw the police car chasing me, I thought you guys would bring her back, so I sped up. Egg tank. On the bus, a guy saw a sack of goods and wanted to sit on it. Suddenly, the old woman sitting next to her shouted, "Watch out for the eggs." The man panicked and asked, "This bag contains eggs?" "Or not. Durian." When the blonde shackles. The police stopped the car of a flaming blonde. Why is she driving wobbly on the road? Oh. Why are there so many overhanging trees on this road? I saw a tree branch brush against the right side of the windshield, so I turned to the left. Right after that, the left side was also hit by the tree, so I dodged to the right again. That branch kept popping up to the left and then to the right, so I circled to the right, then to the left. "Ma'am," interrupted the policeman, "it's just a windshield wiper." Being hit by a driverless truck. His wife staggered into the house, groaning, "Man, it's terrible. A massive truck crashed into my car, crushing it." "Oh. It's okay, I'm healthy. Can I teach him a lesson in speed?" "No time. He left the car there and fled before the cars hit each other. Driving is like playing a piano. There was a person learning to drive for the first time. Driving the car on the road not long, the coach said to him, "You hold the steering wheel too tight. Let loose a little. Imagine you are playing the piano." "Okay," the person answered. "But every day when I play the piano, there has never been a bunch of other pianos that come face to face and rush at me like that." Deny till the end. A car staggered and was stopped by the traffic police. The team member asked the driver, "I need to check your blood alcohol level." "He just blow into the alcohol this design." "I can't do it, because I have asthma." "Then there will be a doctor to test your blood." "No, I have hemophilia." "Then go straight along the white line dividing this lane." "I can't go like that." "Do you still have a reason to refuse?" "Of course. Because it zigzag." Punish. A guy was invited by his friends to drink. But because he was late, as soon as he sat at the table, his friends shouted in unison, "Late! Punish! Heavy fine!" So he drank a cup of fine wine, and then the second, third, consecutive penalty cups were poured. After the party, on the way home, he stopped at a red light and was stopped by the traffic police. He was fined. Eyes closed, the guy drawled, "Punishment again. Well, place hard, pouring away." Pedestrians want to commit suicide. Behind the wheel, the frustrated wife asked the husband sitting next to him, "This guy keeps jogging in front of his car all the time, he must be trying to commit suicide. What must I do now?" "If you don't want to chase and stab him anymore, then just drive off the sidewalk and into the roadway." Right direction. There are two boys motorbike home. The driver was wearing a wool coat, unbuttoned and unbuttoned. Finally, after being whipped too hard by the wind, he stopped and said to his friends, "I can't drive with the wind blowing in my chest like this, it's annoying." After thinking for a while, he decided to wear his shirt upside down to prevent the wind from hitting his chest. The two ran fast, until they could not control the speed and had an accident. The farmer who lived nearby saw this and went to report the incident to the police. At that time, did you see anyone who appeared to be alive? The policeman asked. Yes, there was one, until I turned his neck in the right direction. It's been once. What a clumsy driver who crashed into a power pole and had to have his car repaired. But a few days later he hit a tree. Returning home, he lamented to his wife. Tomorrow bring the car to repair, the mechanic will laugh at you. Just say it's because I'm embarrassed. His wife comforts him. So you think I didn't say that last time? 10 cups and 2 o'clock at night. Near morning, the husband staggered home, the wife opened the door while grumbling. How many times have I told you, don't drink more than 2 drinks and get home before 10 p.m. Oh, sorry ma'am, I keep getting those 2 numbers mixed up. The suffering of husbands. One evening, the wife stood in front of the mirror for a while, then let out a sigh. God, am I this old, fat, and ugly? Seeing that her husband did not pay any attention, the wife continued to lament. Women are really miserable. After having a husband and children, her beauty is ruined. Now it is so tragic that she does not dare to look in the mirror anymore. The husband sat reading a newspaper nearby and said, You're luckier than I am, what are you complaining about? Angry wife. Men, you don't have to worry about losing color, and even told me to be luckier. The husband let go of the newspaper and sighed. She looked at herself in front of the mirror for a few minutes and was already so miserable. And I have to watch her from day to month without complaining. Dad asked himself the same. The whole family was sitting at the table after dinner. The son asked, Dad, why did you marry Mom? The husband immediately turned to his wife and raised his voice. See, I am not the only one wondering about that. I've done it. Veen from the back house ran up to show her mother. Veen, Mom. Mom, your rice cooker is soggy. But it's okay, I've done it. Mom, my daughter is so good. So how do I do? Veen, Mom, I added 2 more cups of water to make it porridge. Mother, God. What is the crime? Husband has a mistress, wants to divorce his wife. Here is the divorce form, please sign it. God, how can you be so heartless? For her, it's worth it. I did not say it foolishly, but what crime did that girl have that you married someone? Running out of battery. An elderly couple sitting in the church. The wife turned to her husband and whispered, I just farted in silence. What do I do now? The husband replied, first, change the battery of your hearing aid. Born like an admiral. The daughter of a naval admiral gave birth to a son. Busy with drills, he sent his bodyguard to visit his grandson. Returning to the fleet, he reported to his boss. Sir, the boy looks exactly like you. Describe a few key points? Yes, bald, round, don't know anything, but screaming loudly. Share a dream. Wife, in my dream, I saw you in the jewelry store and you bought me a diamond ring. Husband, I had the same dream and I saw your father paying. Replacement. Lie, my brother. The other guy told his family to pay the water bill. But mom took all the money, you go out with someone. Hi, if I don't have money, I will bring water for people, what is missing? Lie, fainted. Genius. One day Jimmy came home early from school and his mother asked, why are you home so early? The boy replied, because I'm the only one who can answer a question in class. Wow, you're a genius. What's the question? Jimmy replied, the question is, who threw the trash at the headmaster's head? Mishandling. After the decision to divorce his wife, how do you feel? Dramatic. The car I bought with my money, the court gave her a verdict. As for the children, which I thought belonged to someone else, the court ordered them to live with me. Absent-minded. An elderly couple realized that they were becoming increasingly absent-minded. So they decided to see a doctor. The doctor advised them to write everything down on paper so they wouldn't forget. When they returned home, the old woman told her husband to get her a box of ice cream. You can record, she said. No, I can remember you wanted a box of ice cream. After that, the old woman asked her husband to get her a box of ice cream mixed with fresh cream. Write it down, she mentioned again. The old man said. No, I can remember you wanted a box of whipped cream and whipped cream. The old woman was not satisfied and asked him to get a box of whipped cream and whipped cream with a cherry on the top. You write it down, and the old man claimed to remember. The old man went to get ice cream and struggled in the kitchen for more than 30 minutes. He went out and gave his wife a plate of eggs and bacon. His wife stared at the plate for a moment, then turned to her husband and asked, "Where's the toast?" Placed to another disc. The family was having dinner when the son said, "Dad, I hate holes in cheese." The father was watching TV while replying, "Oh son, I kept eating the cheese and put the holes on another plate." Don't ask like that at dinner. A boy asked his father, "Dad, can we eat bugs?" "Awful. Don't talk about this at dinner," his father replied. After dinner, the father whispered, "Now, what do you want to ask?" "Oh, it's nothing." The little boy said, "Just now there was a bug in Dad's soup, but now it's gone." Good kid. A 3-year-old boy sits next to a pregnant woman. "Boy, why do you look so fat?" Pregnant woman, "There is a baby in her belly." "Boy, is he a good kid?" pregnant woman, yes, it's very good. Boy, then why are you eating me? Which one? Two close friends confided. I don't know how your children are, but my two boys, of the same breed, are different from each other. Well, how is that possible? The boy is obedient, hardworking, good at studying. The big guy is okay, grumpy, rude, all day huddled with his friends, drinking, talking and not listening, sometimes even arguing. But since when did you give birth to another child? What birth? Then why are there two? The good boy is right. What about the big guy? Who is his father? No matter what, no escape. The traffic police stopped a small car. Thoroughly checked from the fire extinguisher to the first aid box, the road insurance, everything was infallible. Well, you are such an exemplary driver. Come on, let's make 100 grams of vodka holidays. Oh no, let you punish me again? Rest assured, today is a holiday. After finishing the glass, the man got into the car and continued. The policeman took out his walkie-talkie and called. Hello? Number 3 dials 5. Serger, it's Ivan, do I still owe you 100 rubles? Let's take that money from the white Lada that is about to pass by. The guy driving the car was drinking. Save a few lines. A man, while trying to get the car out of the parking lot, crashed into a brand new car. In the presence of many people nearby, he quickly jumped out of the car. Took a pen and paper, wrote a few lines and left it on the windshield of the other car. The piece of paper says, "Hello. I hit your car and there were a few people who witnessed it. So I had to pretend to write to you so they could be sure that I was writing my name, address and driver's license number in here." The best seat on the plane. A girl on a plane for the first time. After choosing a good spot to enjoy the view below, she suddenly heard a man's voice from behind the chair. "Girl, it's time to go back to your place." "No, this is the place I chose." "Then you fly the plane." Dash? Did you hear? A female cyclist runs a red light. The policeman had to blow the whistle a few times before she stopped. The policeman sternly asked, "Did you hear the siren?" Female athlete replied, "Yes. But I thought it was the starting whistle." Wear out. After the car crash, the victim sat up and shouted at the person who caused the accident. "Hey, what are you doing, ruining all my dentures? Do you know how much I have to pay for it? Okay, I think I can compensate you." After saying that, he pulled out a box full of false teeth. After trying many times, the other guy also found a suitable tooth. How wonderful! How come there are so many dentures? Are you a dentist? Oh no, I specialize in grave picking.